actually happens when you apply palm kernel oil on your baby's skins during rainy weather? Can you use palm kernel oil when it rains? Whenever the rain starts falling and the weather becomes cold, many parents start thinking about how to keep their babies comfortable. Some people ask, can you use palm kernel oil when it rains? Is it safe? Does palm kernel oil really protect the skin from cold? And what exactly happens to the skin when palm kernel oil is applied during rainy weather? Hi aunties and uncles, it's baby Gianna and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the effects of rubbing palm kernel oil on both babies and adult skins during rainy weather and separate tradition from what we actually know about caring for a baby's skin. And at the end of this video, we are going to know if palm kernel oil actually works for cold or it just main tradition, main superstition. So you just have to watch to the end. But before I tell you why some parents use palm kernel oil during rainy season, there is something important many people get wrong about oil and cold weather. And we will get to that in a moment. So now, why do people use palm kernel oil during rainy weather? You know, during rainy weather, the environment can feel cooler. And depending on the condition, a baby's skin may become dry or even feel rough. This is one reason some families use palm kernel oil as part of their skincare routine. Palm kernel oil has been used traditionally by many African families for generations. In my own case, this is something I remembered from my childhood. Whenever it rains and the weather is cold, my mother used palm kernel oil on us. And now, I use it too on my children. But here is the important part. Using palm kernel oil is mainly about moisturizing the skin. It is not a magic shade against cold or rain, and it does not cure a cold or any sickness. I know you are surprised to hear this. This is where many people misunderstand what happens when you apply palm kernel oil in rainy season. Now, let's talk about what happens when you use palm kernel oil during rainy weather. When you apply palm kernel oil on the skin, it can help reduce moisture loss and leave the skin feeling softer. This can be useful if the skin is becoming dry. One thing we should know, palm kernel oil does not actually make the body warmer in the same way clothing or proper protection from cold weather does. So, if a baby is cold, applying palm kernel oil should never replace keeping the baby warm and comfortable. This is also why using too much palm kernel oil is not necessarily better. A small amount may be enough. The goal is to moisturize the skin, not leave the skin excessively greasy. But there is one thing you should always do before using any new oil on your baby's skin, especially if you've never used it before. As we all know, every baby's skin is different. Even natural products can cause irritation or a reaction in some people. So before applying a new product over a large area of the skin, some parents choose to test a small amount on a small area first and observe the skin. If you notice redness, swelling, irritation, or any unusual reaction, stop using it and seek professional advice. Now, let's talk about the question many people are really asking. Can you use palm kernel oil when it rains? The answer is yes. Rain itself does not automatically mean you can't use palm kernel oil on your skin. But palm kernel oil should be used as a skincare product, not as protection for sickness. If the baby is indoor, comfortable, and the skin need moisturizing, some parents may choose to use palm kernel oil or any suitable oil as part of their normal skincare routine. But if your baby is actually sick, has a fever, having difficulty in breathing, refusing to feed, or seems unusually weak, palm kernel oil is not a treatment for those symptoms. That is when you should seek for proper medical advice. For me, this little container of palm kernel oil is more than just oil. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of things our mother used to do for us with the knowledge and resources they had that time. And now I found myself doing those things with my children. But as a parent, we can appreciate our traditions while also learning more about what is safe and appropriate for our children today. So next time you see someone using palm kernel oil during rainy weather, remember the oil may be part of their skincare routine, not a cure for a cold or any sickness. And now I want to know, did your mother or grandmother also use palm kernel oil while growing up as a means to cure coldness? Tell me in the comments, because I have a feeling many African children grew up with the same experience. So if you enjoyed and find this video useful, like, comment,
and subscribe to baby Gianna&Kasey YouTube
for
channel
more baby tips, family moments,
and everyday parenting conversation. See you in our next episode. Bye.